I'm Trent Steele, and welcome back to another glorious episode of Data Science in the News, the place where we explore the latest and greatest in the areas of artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data, and virtual reality so you don't have to. So with that, let's get started. In our first story, we discuss AI and Halloween. In recent decades, Halloween has slowly devolved from a holiday enjoyed by children to an occasion where adults can dress like leather-clad deviants. However, one company made sure that this year's Halloween was special for a particular group of kids. A Toronto-based nonprofit organization called Wishplay helped kids in a local hospice, many of whom who are suffering from life-threatening conditions, find a way to partake in the holiday fun. By organizing a fake trick-or-treat event in a local neighborhood, Wishplay had a group of kids and adults play out the act of door-to-door trick-or-treating and then film the interactions using personal cameras. This video was then incorporated into VR headsets and put on the children at the local hospice, where they were able to enjoy a similar trick-or-treat experience without ever having to leave their hospice. Though not a substitute for actually going door-to-door, it did show how technology might be used more often in the future to help enrich the lives of others with limited mobility. In our next story, we continue the Halloween theme by taking a look at photos and AI spirits. A team of MIT researchers, the same team behind the Deep Angel project, you know, the project that created an algorithm that goes in and digitally erases objects from photos. You remember that one, right? Come on. Well, this same team has now gone and done something rather odd. They've created an algorithm that asks artificial intelligence to put people back into the photos based on the knowledge it has already taken out of them. The result is rather disturbing. Dubbed AI spirits, the images this algorithm places back into the pictures and video look something like from a horror film. But that's not a problem, you see. The MIT team is hoping that by studying the way AI erases images and then attempts to put them back together, they can discover ways to improve the algorithm by replacing the omitted features with the right corrections. It's not exactly what I think of when I imagine AI, but hey, whatever helps me doctor my future photos is all right with me. In our next story, we explore the question, what's the value of artificial intelligence art? Is there anything inherently different in buying a song made from a person versus one that's made by a machine? Well, that's the question posed by one of Japan's top pop star agents, Takeshi Fukuyama. In a recent article, Fukuyama debates whether AI-produced art has fundamentally less value than human-produced works. The argument goes something like this. AI-produced work is simply the result of data ingest, pattern analysis, and algorithmic processes, whereas human-made art is produced by something that is both self-aware and conscious of the fact that it is creating something artistic. Simply put, when humans make art, they're saying something about themselves, whereas when a machine is making art, it's only producing a result. But what if the art being produced is neither fully human or machine, but rather a combination of human and machine learning? Does that change the inherent value in the work itself? In previous episodes, we've explored how researchers are creating ways for artists to take advantage of AI's speed and access to content to help produce everything from paintings to novels. But does this use of technology for creativity reduce the value of the art that's being produced? I mean, similar questions were asked when photography was first introduced in the 19th century, and then later still, the introduction of computers into graphic design. Though this debate will likely continue on for many years, it will be interesting to see how the next wave of technology is adopted and adapted to meet the needs of today's artists. In our final story, we look into the use of artificial intelligence to fight crime.
Drop it! Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
I know you. You're dead. We killed you!
Like many of you, I get excited anytime a company unveils a potentially new technology for law enforcement purposes. With each discovery, I keep hoping we're getting closer to something resembling an 80s vision of the future. However, sometimes future law enforcement looks more like Minority Report and less like RoboCop. Police in Japan, yes, another story about Japan. I can't help it if they got cool stuff. They're incorporating artificial intelligence to help predict when crime syndicates will strike. Using a combination of facial recognition technology, video surveillance, human reports, and data analysis, Japan's police departments are hoping they can accurately narrow down the locations and areas criminal syndicates use to subvert the law and prevent criminals from acting before it's too late. The use of such technology is not unheard of and has actually been adopted by many police precincts in the United States. Programs such as Trapwire have been using information taken from human and internet sources to track criminals and stop the importation of narcotics and other illegal goods from coming into the country. Though this technology is still being tested, it does help law enforcement agencies concentrate their often limited resources in the areas where they can do the most good.
And now it's time for Deep Questions.
In our third story, we discussed the difference between artificial intelligence and human-created art. So here's my question for you. If you could replace one artist with a robot, who would it be? For me personally, it would be Taylor Swift. I mean, she's kind of a robot already. Tell us your thoughts in the comment section. Well, that's our show this week. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and make sure to share this resource as well as the other super data science videos with your friends. The more people watch, the more videos we can make. See you next time.